Hola, clase. Today's lesson is called Los Quehaceres, Chores, and we're going to be looking at how much money people make using a chore chart to decide if I'm paying them enough or not. So let's get started, and just to let you know, some of the names that I made up for these kids are not real because they're my foster kids and I can't give you their real names, so I made some names up. For example, we have Bernardo prepara la cena con Jennifer en la cocina. Bernardo prepara la cena con Jennifer en la cocina. Bernardo prepares supper with Jennifer in the kitchen. Recibe 50 centavos por ayudar con la cena. Recibe 50 centavos por ayudar con la cena. Looking at the picture, what do you think 50 centavos means? 50 cents. He receives 50 cents for helping with supper each time. Prepara la cena 3 veces cada semana. Prepara la cena 3 veces cada semana. So question number 1 is, what do you think that's saying? He prepares supper 3 times each week, so how much money does that mean he makes per week for this chore? I'll let you figure that one out. Will pone la mesa en el comedor. Will pone la mesa en el comedor. Will sets the table. That part's pretty easy to figure, but what about en el comedor? That's not the time, even though there's a picture that tells you the time. That's the place. En el comedor is in the dining room. Recibe 50 centavos por poner la mesa. Recibe 50 centavos por poner la mesa. He receives 50 cents for setting the table each time that he does it. Pone la mesa 5 veces cada semana. Pone la mesa 5 veces cada semana. He sets the table 5 times each week. Mi familia y yo quitamos la mesa a las 7. Mi familia y yo quitamos la mesa a las 7. Sometimes this is the chore of the person who sets the table. Sometimes we all just help out. My family and I clear the table at 7. Joel quita los platos del lavaplatos en la cocina. Joel quita los platos del lavaplatos en la cocina. You'll find out later that this is a chore that the kids hate with an undying passion. Joel takes the dishes from the dishwasher in the kitchen, or as we say, empties the dishwasher. Recibe $1 por lavar los platos. Recibe $1 por lavar los platos. He receives $1 for washing the dishes each time. Quita los platos del lavaplatos 6 veces cada semana. Quita los platos del lavaplatos 6 veces cada semana. He takes the dishes from the dishwasher 6 times a week. So if he remembers to write his chores down on the chore chart, then he'll get $6 per week for that chore. Next. Paco, another made-up name, saca la basura los miércoles por la noche. Paco saca la basura los miércoles por la noche. Now the chore is pretty easy to figure out, but how about los miércoles? Look at the chart in the middle. Los miércoles means on Wednesdays. And what about por la noche? You think that's a place or a time? Por la noche is at night. So Paco takes out the trash on Wednesdays at night. Other times too, whenever we need it done. Recibe 50 centavos por sacar la basura. Recibe 50 centavos por sacar la basura. He receives 50 cents for taking out the trash each time he does it. Joel corta el césped los sábados en la primavera, el verano y el otoño. Joel corta el césped los sábados en la primavera, el verano y el otoño. Joel cuts the grass on Saturdays in the spring, summer, and fall. Recibe $3 por cortar el césped. Recibe $3 por cortar el césped. He receives $3 for cutting the grass because our yard is tiny. Next, Paco again. Paco lava la ropa con Jennifer. Paco lava la ropa con Jennifer. Paco washes clothes with Jennifer. Recibe $1 por lavar la ropa. Recibe $1 por lavar la ropa. He receives $1 for washing the clothes. Paco lava la ropa 4 veces cada semana. Paco lava la ropa 4 veces cada semana. Paco washes the clothing 4 times each week. Will cuida al gato en el sótano. Will cuida al gato en el sótano.